What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Jedi Survivor. Today we are going to talk about the July 18th, as in today, patch. That is patch 6.5, and this is probably going to be a relatively short video. If you noticed, I skipped the last update, which was patch 6 on June 20th, and the reason I skipped that update is because basically there's no improvement. There was no performance improvements, not even really any mention of performance in the patch notes. I do have the patch notes up today. I will put those up on screen for the patch 6.5, but they're very minimal. It's basically minor fixes and stability improvements. So basically bug fixes. But for the heck of it, since I didn't do a video for the last patch, I just want to give you guys an update, if you want to call that, because frankly, nothing's really been updated. But we're about 3 months out now from the release of the game. And unfortunately, the news I have to share with you today is that, at least on console, we are basically the same as we were 2.5 months ago. Now, if you remember my past videos, one of the updates, we did see some improvement. I think it was update 3 or 4. There was some performance improvement, but I mean, if you consider how bad this game was at launch, the improvement that we saw, while it was welcome, and while it did make the game more playable, we are far off from ideal. This game needs a lot of work, still needs a lot of work. Unfortunately, I'm in Kobo and still getting somewhere in the 40s to 50s all over the place in terms of frame rate. Man, that's just really unfortunate. It's really frustrating, it's unfortunate, and it just goes to show that games are not launching in a good state these days. At least 2023, there seems to be a lot of bad releases. Obviously, there have been some good ones, but there's been a lot of poor ones, and this has certainly been one of them. It's been one of the most disappointing releases for me. I have not finished the game. Those of you who have finished the game, I mean, good for you. I'm proud of you for suffering through it. Maybe you played it on PC, maybe you put it on console, and you didn't have any issues. For me, I lost interest about 2/3 of the way through the story. Not necessarily because I thought the story was bad, but because I just wasn't really having that great of a time. The performance issues were hampering my ability to enjoy the game. And so far, 3 months out, we're still where we were basically 2 months ago. So it's not really gotten much better. It's gotten a little bit better, but these past couple updates, the June update and now the July update, have done nothing to address performance. Respawn has basically made note that they are going to put out another patch soon, but they did not specify whether it was performance related. They just said, you know, they realized the July 18th patch was going to be a small update, and so they were basically saying, you know, hold your horses, we're going to bring another one, but we don't know if that's going to be performance related or not. We certainly hope it will, but I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm not getting excited because 3 months out, the game is certainly not where it should be, and so I'm disappointed in Respawn. I'm disappointed that this is apparently what's acceptable to EA to ship it in this state. Is the game playable? Absolutely. Can you complete it from, you know, start to finish? Absolutely. It's not a bad game and by any means, but to release it in this state on what we now consider current gen consoles that are plenty powerful to run this game. There's been other games that have come out this year that run far better than this, look just as good or better than this. And so I find, you know, any console or hardware related excuses to be just that, excuses. They're not valid reasons or justification for why this performs so poorly. So I just wanted to put that update out for you guys today. If you have not jumped back into the game, you now know that there is basically no difference. There's really no point for me to go planet hopping. I've already tested the other locations, and nothing has changed. Respawn themselves have stated that this patch basically did not have any performance improvements. But again, since I didn't cover the last one, I wanted to cover these two for you. So this covers the June and July patch updates. No performance improvements, still running the same as it did back in May, which is not terrible, but not ideal. We're not hitting smooth 60 at performance mode. At this point, I honestly really don't understand why they don't just lower the resolution. Like, just give me straight up, like, I don't know, give me like 900p resolution, but give me a smooth 60 frames per second. Like, that's not ideal, but at least until you can figure out the stuttering issues and the frame drop issues, at least just give me a smooth 60. Like, do I think the Series X and the PS5 are more than capable of running this at 1080p 60? Absolutely. This is purely an optimization issue. But, I mean, it just seems like Respawn is refusing to budge at all here, and maybe they're working on a long-term fix that they hope to be a sort of point of finality, to just put the stamp on it and say, boom, it's fixed, it's done. But man, you got people that are wanting to play this game that just have terrible performance, and they're not wanting to put themselves through it to bother playing it. It's kind of where I'm at. It's not because I have this, mentality of, oh, it's not good enough to play. No, honestly, I just want to experience the game at its full potential. Like, this game is so good in other areas that I don't want the performance to be the one thing that holds back the experience for me. And so that's why I've kind of put it off. I've just been playing other games and biding my time and waiting and hoping that eventually it will be at that point where I feel like it's not holding the experience back. So anyway, as of today, we are not there yet. I just want to put this quick video out for you guys to understand where we're at. Hopefully the next patch will come out before the end of July. I'm hoping it'll be the next week or two. But obviously, with their track record recently, it's been kind of delayed. We've been getting about one patch per month. So I would expect that patch to not be until August, which is unfortunate. That would put us about 4 months out from release. If you own it on PC or you see a sale on PC, maybe at this point it might be worth playing it on PC if you have good enough hardware to run it. I'm not saying that PC is a whole lot better, but I do think they've been putting a little more love into the PC, and understandably so. That was rough at launch, but anyway, guys, that's really all I want to share with you guys today. This is Jedi Survivor on July 18th, and we are pretty much running the same as we did back in May. So feel free to respond down in the comments. Let me know if your performance is any better. Let me know what platforms you guys are playing on. And until next time, I will update you on the next patch, as well as trying to cook up some other content for the channel. So until then, I will see you guys, and take care.